Fossil Pokemon have always been a fascination of mine. In the OG red and blue versions way back in the day, you needed to pick a fossil in order to leave Mount Moon. It sat in your bag all game until you got Surf and moseyed your way down to Cinnabar Island. There's a lab on the island where a super nerd will take your fossil and turn it into a weird looking ancient Pokemon for you. This exact trend actually continued in future generations, with new fossil Pokemon being added in Gens 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. To me, all these fossil Pokemon look great and they have some amazing shinies as well, so I'm always looking for an excuse to hunt them. Thankfully, my very good friends Kwikpanik and TalesOfTaylor host a yearly event called Fossil Week. Shiny hunters from around the world are encouraged to go out and search for these shiny prehistoric beasts. I actually participated in Fossil Week in 2022, but my hunt extended way beyond the actual bounds of Fossil Week and finished in early January 2023. I was hoping that this year my hunts would be a bit kinder and stay within the 9-day bounds of this Fossil Week. For this year, instead of hunting in Sword again, I decided to double hunt in 4th Gen. I had a bunch of fossils already lying around in a couple of my 4th Gen games, specifically my childhood Pearl and Platinum files, so I thought it'd be really cool to hunt in them. My shirt changed, how about that? Anyway, Generation 4 is way up there in terms of my favorite Pokemon generation. It might even be number 1. And believe you me, it's because of this Pokemon Pearl version right here, my first ever Gen 4 game. I have some of my favorite Pokemon ever on this file, including my first Swampert from Sapphire version, and a random Glade I decided to make my favorite ever Pokemon, and proceeded to get it to
level 100.
This file has some shinies on it, but most of them are either traded up from other games or found via PokeRadar. I have yet to find a full odd shiny on this file, and I think a fossil would make a great first shiny for it. My original Platinum file is also very cool, but I've already hunted several full odd shinies in it. Some are currently documented on my channel, and some might just get documented in a future video. So you might be wondering, how do fossil hunts even work in this game? Well, first, you need to go to Eterna City and talk to this geezer to get the Explorer's Kit. With this key item, you can go underground and start digging for treasure in the walls. In Pearl version, the only fossil you can find is the armor fossil for Shieldon, and Platinum has a check on the last digit of your trainer ID. An even number gets the armor fossil, and an odd number gets the skull fossil for Cranidos, and my ID for Platinum is even. Once you get the national dex, however, you get access to fossils from different regions, with those being the Helix fossil, the Dome fossil, the Old Amber, the Root fossil, and the Claw fossil. Once you have the fossils you want, you can transfer them from your underground treasures bag into your actual above ground bag. From there, you can go to Orberg City, where this nerd will revive the fossil into the Pokemon. I don't know if you noticed, but this nerd has some very similar personality and speech patterns to someone else we know in this game. Someone who does not have a father at home? Is he Barry's father? You decide. Anyway, once you give him a fossil, you exit the building, and when you come back inside, he'll give you a Pokemon. Since I'm doing this on 2 games, I decided to do 5 fossils per game per reset, playing my 2 DSs in tandem like a mini piano. Most of the people I see that hunt with 3 or more DSs revive only 1 fossil per reset to cut down on the amount of inputs, so if that's more your speed, you should go for it. Keep in mind, for the first fossil of the reset, you can give Barry's dad, the nerd, a fossil, leave the room, and then come back in and save in front of him before you talk to him again. That's because the shininess and stats of the Pokemon is determined when he gives you the Pokemon, not when you give him the fossil. Well, that's everything you need to know about the hunt. Like I said earlier, I already had a few fossils in both files, so I only had to go underground for a few more. I ended up getting a good mix, with 4 root fossils, 3 armor fossils, and 1 each of Dome, Helix, and Old Amber across both games. I didn't manage to find any claw fossils, so I decided if I got my first shiny early, I'd go back into the underground and grab a few of those for the next round. With all the setup complete, I started my hunt on Friday, August 11th, 2023, the first day of Fossil Week. I started out day one with hunting calls with Blue Vector, Kwikpanik, and TalesOfTaylor. I was shocked with how fast the encounters went up, and it was such a powerful feeling to see the number go up by 10 every time I finished a reset. I timed each reset out to be around 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This turned out to be around 257 fossils checked per hour, not too shabby. I ended day one with 700 fossils revived, and jumped right into day two. In case you didn't already know, the odds of finding a shiny in these games is 1 in 8,192. It did not take me long for me to reach my first 1,000 fossil revives. Late that night, I was on a call with Poi and Skyfish Jack, and we were talking about Domino's, and I ran to get my Domino's gift card to order. And then Skyfish Jack found the shiny Hisuian Zorua he'd been hunting since Legends Arceus came out. That's pretty cool.
Burrito I've ever... Shiny Hisuian Zorua!
No way! No way!
Ah!
No way! How do you... What?
Oh my gosh, it's over!
When? When? What? How? On day 3, I surpassed 2,000 encounters and flew through even more. I had a great call with Taylor, Trainer Nils, and Super Potion as well. Time flies by with friends, so I ended up getting to 3,000 that night. 3,000. By the way, if you're wondering about the shiny Pokemon leading my party, the Linoon on my Pearl version was actually a random shiny Zigzagoon found on my brother's Ruby that we traded up. Sick trainer ID, Zach. And dating the Quagsire was one of my Safari successes from this past year in Platinum. Day 4 was pretty awesome. The Orioles were in town to play the Padres, and I got tickets to see every game of the series.
I don't know, I was just looking up there when they hit the ball up there.
I'd take a box. Boxes are fun. Double play, baby. 1, 2.
Game 1 was great, and the O's won 4-1. When I got home from the game, I started to hunt again. Shiny Lilip! Shiny Lilip! Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! I was looking at that game! I was looking for the star and it showed up! I was like, here's Quagsire. I was looking, shiny Lilip! No way! Okay, just got back from an Orioles game. Orioles are actually in town in San Diego. So this is like the 3-game stretch where I'm not actually looking for words. This is the 3 games I'm not actually rooting for the Padres at Petco Park at Padres Stadium. Gotta root for my O's. Go O's. Always go O's. And I was just like, let me just get to 3,500 tonight. Like, I did hardly any encounters today compared to the past 2 days of Fossil Week. Let me do something. Shiny freaking Lilip. I'm in Sabian's, I'm watching Sabian's chat right now. Dude, another under odds phase. That's so crazy. So crazy. The O's luck, baby. O's luck. They won tonight. Let's go. I guess we check the rest of them, right? Yeah, only one shiny, but look at this transition. Regular Lilip, and it's female. I don't even know the ratio. I don't know the ratio, actually. It's 12.5%. That's a 1 in 8 for a female. That's so sick. That's so crazy. I guess naive. Kwikpanik guesses modest. Blue Vector guesses lax. Absolblogs guesses mild. And TalesOfTaylor guesses I'm actually hasty. It's Rash. It's a Rash Lilip. Let's go, dude. Oh, that's so sick. So this is what I was actually hoping for. You know, this is early on. This is Monday night in Fossil Week, and I'm like, if I get a shiny early on, I'm gonna rehunt some fossils, get some Anoriths in there, maybe switch up a little bit. Couple more Shieldons. I'll drop the Lilips now, obviously. Definitely get some more Anoriths in this action, but like, oh, so cool. Regular old Machop. Regular old Machop. And shiny Leap. Oh, that looks so cool, dude. Since I obviously saved on my Platinum version after finding the Leap, I needed to find 5 more fossils in that game, as well as replacing the 2 Leap fossils in my Pearl version. I spent the next morning trolling the underground for more fossils. I had some pretty close calls, but managed to rack up a good few claw and armor fossils. By the afternoon, my Pearl version was a grab bag of one of each fossil minus Leap, and my Platinum was stocked with an old Amber, 2 claw fossils, and 2 armor fossils. I was ready to get back into the hunt. That afternoon, I hopped in a call with Absol Blogs, Blue Vector, and Shiny Catherine. Catherine found a wild shiny Amora in Gen 8.
Yo!
Oh!
No, Hagen, wait. I'm sorry, I was not streaming.
That's insane!
Amora.
I just started this hunt while we've been talking.
And I get a teensy bit of credit for calling out when Blue Vector revived shiny Arctisol.
Yay! Wait,
No, it's a shiny! That was a shiny! That was a shiny! That was a shiny!
I just saw it.
No way! No
Oh,
way!
I'm checking the decks just to make sure.
Oh no, I saw
I'm
that
pretty sure
for
I saw it.
sure.
Yeah!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, I saw that.
We got the live Ben reaction for that.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
baby.
Let's...
As for me, I racked up around 600 encounters until I headed out to game 2 of 3 of the Orioles Padres series. My wife and her family got me seats close to the Orioles dugout for my birthday, so I got to see some of my favorite players up close and personal. The O's got crushed, but I did get to see a very unusual sight as our backup catcher James McCann came in the 8th inning to pitch to our starting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Now that doesn't happen very often. When I got home, I hunted for just a bit to get a nice even 750. On day 6, I managed to surpass 1,000 encounters, but not much more than that. I went to the last game of the series, and surprisingly, the O's lost again, but I still had a great time. Is this considered a shiny hunting video or a baseball content video at this point? Day 7 arrived, and I knew I had to hunt a lot to make up for the lackluster numbers I'd been putting up the past few days. I ended up blowing past 2,000 encounters on a really fun call, again with Absol Blogs, Blue Vector, and Shiny Catherine. There was a bit of a fun moment when Absol left to grab one of his DS's.
The exact number
I'm gonna
here.
go grab my DS.
It'll just live on there forever.
Yeah. I need to... Do I still have that? Yes, I do. Nice. So I can actually go find that later. But I mean... I don't have a DS
Shiny
capture
Anorith!
card, so I can't...
No way!
No way, Ben! Are you kidding? Let's go!
Yo, that looks awesome!
Oh my god!
Oh man, oh man. Wait till Matt sees this, he just left to get his DS. And nobody say anything, let's just wait until he comes back and he has to find out for himself.
Pretend nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
You got your DS?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Also
wonder if-
remembered I needed to put in my timesheet for work, so I did
Oh,
that
true.
too.
Do you think your game found a shiny when you were gone? I wasn't really looking.
There's a chance. It's always kind of exciting for that to be a possibility.
Yeah, just to like
Yeah.
look at the screen and see the shiny just sitting there.
In the deck.
Yeah.
Chilling menacingly.
I can't even imagine like looking at my game and seeing a shiny just sitting there, you know?
I know.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Did it happen? Oh man, this is a mind game and a half right now. This is something y'all could have just planned and said, all right, let's trick him into thinking that he missed a shiny.
It's a mind game within a mind game. You're close, but you're a little bit off the mark.
Did one of y'all find a shiny?
I don't know about that.
Oh, I see now. Anorith.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Did you check the nature?
Oh, no nature yet, so...
I'm gonna guess mild.
Jorge Hernandez guesses mild.
That's a lax. A lax Anomalocaris for sure.
Catherine, you guess quirky, and I will guess naive. And Taylor, I'm actually hasty. It's hasty! It's actually hasty!
If only he were here to witness that.
Alrighty. Route 207. We've got a regular old Machop. And shiny Anorith. Yeah, baby.
Look at that gremlin looking guy.
I know, he looks so... This back sprite looks weird. Very weird.
Yeah.
Putting his little claws up.
So yeah, that's shiny Anorith and shiny Leap. I'm gonna evolve them and then show them off in their big boy final forms. Very cool. Thank you guys for experiencing this with me. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Fossil Week 2023 is a success. Yes.
Let's go.
Now it's time to train up and evolve these fossils. Let's start with Laleep, since I found her first. I was watching Party Arlie's stream, and I asked her to nickname my Laleep for me since I couldn't think of anything special.
Oh, you're Laleep, Rosai? Okay. Nickname, but does the word lollipop fit? When I was a kid, every time I saw a Laleep, I thought it was like rock candy or a lollipop when I looked at it. I don't know why. So every time I think of Laleep, I just think of lollipops.
She shall be known as Lollipop. Thank you, Arlie, for the name. Next, I wanted to get a lucky egg on my platinum file for extra XP. I went to Route 209 to start a chain of Chansey on my Poke Radar, and that literally took 20 minutes to find the first one. Each Chansey has a 5% chance of holding a lucky egg, and I used Alakazam to check each battle with Thief. I kept the chain alive and actually found the lucky egg on Chansey number 10, which is half odds. Nice. Yes. Yeah, baby, yeah. It still took me over an hour to get this one item, though. I thought that VS Seeker training on this Gastrodon trainer would be easy for Lollipop, but it turns out a 4x weakness isn't enough to put a level 20 Pokemon over a level 51 Pokemon. I ended up battling with Torterra in the front, with Lollipop holding an EXP share until she could hold her own against the Gastrodon. After an embarrassingly long time, Lollipop landed the final blow to bring her up to level 40, and she evolved into Cradilly. So cool. Now, it's Anorith's turn. Alright everyone, this is the game where I found Anorith, and it just so happens to be my childhood Pearl file. Unbelievably cool that I still have this save data from all the way back in 2007. As you can see, the adventure started June 21st, 2007. What a beautiful day in the history of Brosidon. I thought it would be cool to level up and evolve Anorith with some familiar faces to me. So I reassembled the squad. These are all my original Pokemon that I played through Pokemon Pearl with. Met at Lake Verity at level 5 on June 21st, my very first Piplup. And then Staraptor I caught on Route 202. I found this Mismagius as a Misdreavus in Eterna Forest. I found the Luxray as well on 202. And I found a Badoo on Route 204 and evolved it all the way up to Roserade. So It's very cool to see these Pokemon again. For some reason, I guess I beat the game with them and I did not even train them up. Like, Empoleon's level 56. Like, what? Okay. What I really want to do, actually, is nickname all of them. Because I was never smart enough to give them nicknames back in the day. So, we've also got Anorith that we need to nickname as well, but I think I've got a pretty good nickname for Anorith. So, I will be back with all these Pokemon nicknamed. I think there's almost zero chance that I actually beat the Elite Four with this squad the way that it is. I mean, look at this moveset. It might take a couple tries, but as we go and fail, Anorith will get stronger and stronger and maybe become an Armaldo and be the reason why we beat it. The main reason why I beat it the first time is because I had Palkia, and I just had Palkia sweep everything. I have no idea how I'm going to deal with Garchomp with this team. But, yeah, let's do it. Let's get nicknaming. We're here in the condominiums in Eterna City, where the name raider is. And I'm going to quickly go through each one, and I tried to name the original team members, maybe things I might have named these Pokemon back in 2007 with 12-year-old me. Shrimp, since I got it today, I just named that because Blue Bacter said, "So long, Shrimp," during our call, and he kind of does look like a shrimp. So long, Shrimp! So I really like that. Booma is the name of an enemy in Phantasy Star Online, which is one of my favorite games growing up. It came out in like, what, 2002 or something like that? But I was still playing it back in 2007, for sure. Me and my brother played that so much. Mose is actually Mosley from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, which I watched all the time right after school. It was awesome. Yeah, I actually, this kind of tracks back to now, because now the three of them have a podcast, Ned, Mose, and Cookie, that I watch almost weekly. So it was really cool to name this bird Mose. Tana is actually after Santana Moss, who is one of my favorite Washington football players. Not much to say there. I actually got a picture with him not too long ago. I can actually maybe put that on the screen, but he's the man. He was so awesome. One of the greatest wide receivers I've ever seen. Wear a Washington jersey. Michael was the name of one of my very, very good friends, my best friend growing up, and he lived right on my court, and we played a lot of Pokemon together. We played a lot of Gen 4 together, so shoutouts to Michael. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And then Grace is the name of my church that I went to. I was very involved with the church back in middle school, so even though this is a male rosary, Grace can be a guy's name. It can be a guy's name too, so... that's the squad, newly named, and ready to take on the Elite Four. Shrimp's holding the experience share, so let's see how this goes. Attempt 1 didn't go terribly. I made it all the way to Flint despite barely having any healing items or revives in my bag. So long, Shrimp! As a note, I love to play Pokemon games with the set battle style and not using any items actually in battle. I think playing this way presents much more of a challenge. Attempt 2 started with getting some much needed healing items for out of battle. This time, I made it all the way to Lucian before I was struck down. I was looking towards Attempt 3 to be my best run yet, but I regressed and got knocked out by Bertha. How embarrassing. Attempt 4, I redeemed myself and actually made it all the way back to Lucian and brought him to his last Pokemon. Even though I still lost, Shrimp was certainly going to evolve in the next run. Attempt 5, we get to see our little Shrimp evolve. Holy crap! That is such a good sprite, dude. Have mercy! And mercy Cynthia did not have. She destroyed my team, and it was clear to me that I would definitely need to put in some serious training to beat her. I trained up Michael and Tana on a Gyarados fisherman on Route 222 for a little while before taking on the Elite Four again. I actually made it all the way to Cynthia again and gave her the fight of her life. I made it past her Garchomp and all the way to her last Pokemon, Roserade. If I used a Brave Bird, both Pokemon would faint, but I would still lose. I had to roost and hope I could heal up more than her attacks could dish out. Nothing big. I lost my flying type there. Sludge Bomb is going to do a lot. So close, the freaking Roserade, man. I've never had a problem with Roserade before. That was such a battle. Oh, so close, man. I knew I was very close, but each one of these Elite Four attempts was taking me around 50 minutes. For that reason, I took some extra time to grind out the rest of my Pokemon to respectable levels. Alright fam, this is attempt 7 and I really feel good about this. I did a lot of grinding on that tuber boy, but we got 57 Shrimp, he's got Rock Blast now, he's got Swords Dance. Got Michael up to level 60, Tana up to level 60, Booma's at 62, Grace is 58, and Moe's is at 55, but I think that's good enough. I have a really good feeling about this one. Let's see how it goes. Attempt 7, baby! Why am I even doing this? This is just a shiny video. But it's so much more than that. Let's go. Come on. Lucky number 7. Shrimp doing absolute work. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's all about surviving that earthquake. Ugh. I mean, it attacks first no matter what, so I got an Aqua Jet and just hope for the best. Can I please survive this? Can I please survive this? Yes. I don't know why the AI is so bad, but yet this fight is so hard. I don't understand. No! I didn't know you were gonna do that. Can you use extra sensory again, please? Please use extra sensory again. Oh. Why is it not just using energy ball? I swear, if you have another full restore, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Yes. Yes! I don't know why I spent 10 hours of my life doing this, but it just feels good on my OG profile to like beat the game with the OGs without getting carried by Palkia. We had to really fight for that. Oh man. Oh yeah, shrimp. Michael. Tana. Race. Uma. And Mose. Squad! Squad! All that for a little ribbon, but you know what? Totally worth it. Totally worth it. As if this video couldn't get any longer, I just want to say a really quick thank you again to Kwikpanik and TalesOfTaylor for putting on Fossil Week 2023. It was an absolute blast. I want to thank everybody I was on calls with this week. You all are what make shiny hunting so much fun for me. And at the end of the day, I get these two amazing shiny Pokemon, Shrimp and Lollipop. I'm never going to forget them. I really hope I get to use them in a future video in some sort of capacity. And I just want to let you all know that for the next month, I'm going to really be working on my Scarlet video. I recorded my initial reaction to Scarlet in my first playthrough, and I was so lazy and I didn't edit, and the DLC is coming out in mid-September. So I'm really going to try to beat that date, get that video out for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you next time. Good luck on your shinies.